Hello, I'm Suzie LeBlanc. I'm a singer, a project planner, and I like to think of myself as a musical archaeologist because I love to unearth treasures from the past and I love to do some research. This is also what I do as the Artistic and Executive Director of Early Music Vancouver. And I want to talk to you about the Summer Festival, which is a lot of unearthing of treasures. But the three things that are really unique is our theme, of course, Women in Sight, featuring works by and for women from the past and also from today, and seeing how these compositions from the past have actually inspired and continue to inspire creators today writing for early instruments. Another unique thing at the festival is that I wanted to bring to Vancouver the lineup of instruments that was specific to 17th century opera and oratorio. So we will have a Baroque triple harp player, a Larone player, and I'll tell you what a Larone is in a moment, and a whole concert of viols. So just a lot richer accompaniment for the singers or the violinists that are playing on top. And the third thing that's unique about the festival is that it's an intimate festival. It's happening in intimate halls, and it gives you a chance to experience it a lot like the people who experienced it firsthand in the courts of Italy. A very, very special experience, hearing and being close to the musicians and close to the sounds without amplification. And I think that's something really special that we can offer. So as I mentioned, we have these special instruments, and one of them is the Larone. It's a string instrument that's bowed. It has like between 11 and 20 strings, and it only plays chords, so it's an accompanying instrument. And we are bringing to Vancouver the absolute expert rediscoverer of this instrument. Her name is Erin Headley. And really, she single-handedly discovered this instrument, and she is going to be here to tell you all about it and, of course, to play it in several concerts for you to hear. It's a magical sound. It's sensual. It's exotic. It is just the most amazing instrument, and it was made to accompany laments in Baroque opera. You'll hear it in a few concerts, and particularly, you'll hear it in the concert called Milton in Love. So Milton, John Milton, the poet, was traveling in Rome, and he went to court, of course, of the Medici, heard incredible, beautiful music sung by beautiful voices, one of them in particular, Leonora Baroni, a soprano that he fell madly in love with, and wrote about her and wrote about the music that he heard. So in this concert, you're witnessing all the music that he heard, and you're also hearing his voice, narrated, of course, in a film that kind of recounts what he saw, and then you hear the music live on stage, sung by lovely, wonderful sopranos, Nadine Balbiesi from Germany, Myriam LeBlanc from Canada, from Montreal, and Ellen Torrey, also from Montreal. So they're accompanied by these incredibly luscious instruments, instrumentarium that I described earlier. There's other women that we are honoring, not only composers or interpreters, but also women writers. So our honorary patron is Christine de Pizan. She's a 15th century writer and feminist and visionary. She wrote all sorts of different styles, poetry and political manifestos and stories, and a novel called The Book of the City of Ladies. And that is kind of what we are honoring with our concert, Our City of Ladies. And that is a concert presented by the ensemble Servir Antico and their director Catalina Vicens. And it is really inspired by the writings of Christine de Pizan. Now, her big claim to fame in this book, The Book of the City of Ladies, is that she was building a city of women's works and honoring women and honoring their works, and also honoring the fact that she thought every female had a right to education. And so Catalina Vicens, the director of the ensemble, is expanding that whole story to the 21st century and continuing the building of this city started in the 15th century. A lot of ideas of Christine will be explored in this concert. I want to tell you a little bit more about Catalina Vicens. She is our artist in residence this summer. Catalina is from Chile. She lives in Italy. She's an expert on early keyboards, all types of early keyboards, from the organetto to the modern piano. And she's going to be here with 3 concerts. So this one that I just talked about, Our City of Ladies. But she's also going to direct our premiere, our world premiere, that we open the festival with, The Queen of Carthage. And she's also doing a concert called Songs Without Words. Women were not allowed to say certain words, say certain texts. They were not allowed to sing in public often. Most of their works were anonymous. And they just decided to appropriate themselves songs they couldn't sing and play them on keyboards. So Songs Without Words. It's a great story. You have to come to that. And this brings me to the Ladies' Vespers. So in the Ladies' Vespers, we have the works of 16 different composers from 17th century Italy. And we have 8 soloists. We have a ripieno choir, that's the electric choir. And again, this incredible rich continuo of instruments, along with some violins and cornetti, to perform a lot of this music that was written by nuns that were cloistered in convents in the 17th century, a lot of unknown composers today, and also some compositions by noble women that came from musical families, very well-established families like the Caccini family, Giulio Caccini's daughter, Francesca Caccini, and also the very well-known Barbara Strozzi's music. So a mix of sacred and secular women somehow coming together in a huge Vespers that was created by Alexander Weimann. So the whole program was conceived by Alexander, honoring these women who are honoring the Virgin Mary. And so I hope that we'll see you at these concerts, at these intimate concerts. I really want you to experience the sounds of the 17th century this summer, and especially to get to know this incredible music by women and for women. Thank you so much, and see you there.